Another hiatus. Another hiatus on this feed. I said it wouldn't happen. I lied. Fucking A, that's on me. Let's get a little goofy, though. We're going to leave the sports to the side, dude. We're going to leave Michigan State to the side, although I'm wearing this cool shirt. I didn't make it, but it is a cool shirt. You're going to leave the Lions to the side. All the sports to the side, dude. Let's just get a little goofy. I don't even know the last time I recorded on here. Definitely not in April, dude. The month of April, I mean, that's what we're going to talk about today is just the month of April and how it, I don't know if terrorized is the right word. It could go a bunch of different ways. Blessed me, terrorized me, um, I don't know, inspired me, challenged me. But it was great to me, horrible to me. At the same time, we're going to talk about the month of April. It was a bender. Yeah, it was a bender. It was a month long bender. I haven't done shit like that college, just a month where every single weekend, it's not even like the classic, hey, it's Friday, let's get some beers and go out. Hey, it's Saturday, you guys want a day drink? It's not even like the typical stuff, going to the local bars, hanging with some friends, having a couple beverages. It's not even that. It was 4 straight weekends of you're going to push your body to the fucking limit, brother. Like the stuff they teach in Navy SEAL school, how they drown you and then resuscitate you, and then you wake up and are like, am I fucking dead? And then they go, no, dude. We just wanted to prove to you how much you can withstand. You can die and come back to life. That's how incredible the human body and the human spirit is. That's kind of what the month of April was like for me, except it wasn't Navy SEALs esque. It wasn't, you're going to lift 1,000 pounds and get 3 hours of sleep a night. Well, the sleeping was right. You're only going to get 3 hours of sleep a night, but it was like you're going to drink 20 beers. And then guess what? You're going to wake up at 8 a.m. after going to sleep at 5, and you're going to do it again. And guess what? You're going to wake up at 8 a.m. after going to sleep at 5, and you're going to do it a third time. It was more like that. Not living out in the wilderness. All we're going to give you is a pocket knife. Figure out where you're going to get your food and water from, because in a Navy SEAL scenario, you might be stranded alone and need to survive. Not like that. Not like I need you to hit this target that's 1,000 meters away. Not like that. More of how long can you keep it going? How long can you be in a party setting and not want to off yourself? How long can you be surrounded with people, some of them your friends, some of them you don't really know, and put the smile on and have the social charm and go, oh, that's so funny. Even though deep down you're like, I'd fucking strangle you if it meant I could sleep in my own bed tonight. That's the kind of bender we were on. That's the kind of challenge. That was the test that was presented to me. Had a couple friends' birthdays. Sandwiched in there, we're going to Coachella. After that, I got one of my best friends from home coming out to visit, and another birthday. You better believe I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't reading. Fuck no, I wasn't going to the gym consistently. Definitely, definitely wasn't eating healthy unless breakfast burritos are a superfood. It was tough. It was tough. We made it through. We're here. That month, that lifestyle, the weekend after weekend after weekend of pushing it to the limit, that's behind me until next April. And I'm coasting. We're back in the gym, dude. I'm about to make some chicken and rice. It doesn't get more bodybuilder fitness Instagram page than chicken and rice. I got the Lakers on, well, the Warriors on. My Warriors playing the Lakers on, but we're not going to talk sports. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm going to go to bed tonight at like between 10 and 11. My alarm's going to be set for 8:30. I'm working remotely tomorrow. You think I'm going to bust hump tomorrow? You're out of your fucking mind. Don't show this to my employer. It's going to be a good day. We're back on the health grind. I might read a couple pages of a fucking book. You believe that? I'm going to go for a walk once I upload this. I'm going to go buy groceries from Ralph's. I'm going to have 4 meals for $30 instead of one meal for 20. It's a thing of beauty. I'm out. We got designs coming. I'm creating new stuff. We're working on the marketing. I'm pumping out TikTok videos. I'm sitting here recording. We're back. We're back to the good life, to the healthy life, to the productive life. But god damn it, was it fun. God damn it. Was it fun? There's a lot I want to talk about. Coachella being one. First time I'd ever been. I think it's probably the most famous festival in North America, right? I know there's like Bonnaroo's big. Growing up in the Midwest, Lollapalooza in Chicago, massive. Stagecoach, Faster Horses in Michigan, but I don't think any of those are Coachella. Like Coachella's the one, coast to coast, People are knowing it is. They're talking about it. They're looking at the headliners. People fly in. You're watching it on YouTube. Dude, I went the second weekend. I'm sitting at home watching it on YouTube. It's the real fucking deal. They got a Ferris wheel, brother. It's a music festival. They got a Ferris wheel. And it's not one of those carnival Ferris wheels that stops and breaks every 2 seconds. It's not one of those carnival Ferris wheels where you go up and you're like, it's only 2 tickets to ride this thing? That seems pretty cheap. That the skee ball was less than or more than that. And then they give you that look where it's like, yeah, it's only two. And you're, oh, because I could. This thing could just fucking tip over. Because you guys just had it set up 60 miles away from here and you put it up this morning. Not everybody had all the screws together. You didn't even have a screw gun. It's manual screwdriver. Phillips head. Yeah, it wasn't a Ferris wheel like that. They've got sculptures. They've got this big tower that's all different colors. I don't know who thinks of that, but I'm glad they did. It was fucking awesome. You go in there, it's yellow, and then it's green, and then it's orange, and then it's red, and then it's purple, and then it's blue, and you're like, what the fuck? I still don't know how a light bulb works. How is this? What's going on here? Can I see the schematics? Can somebody sit me down 50-minute lecture? Just let me know how it works. I'd like to know. Giant sculptures, like enormous Lego sculptures. Thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands of people, the most people I've seen in my life. Like, you think going to a game at the big house is crazy? Try going to Coachella, dude. More people than I've ever seen in one place. I couldn't believe it the first day. I knew it was massive. I didn't know how massive. The first, the sun sets, and then that's when everybody's there, right? Because during the day, it's hot as fuck. People are in Airbnbs. They're off campus. And then at nighttime, like, that's when the big names start, the headliners, everybody's there. It's dark. It's not as hot. You feel good. Let's go party. Let's watch concerts. The first concert ended after the sun went down, and my friends and I, we started walking to the next destination, whatever it was. I literally was a sheep. I was a sheep. I was a human sheep. Not a sheep like, well, I guess mentally too, but I was physically a sheep. Like, if there was a border collie behind us, we would have all just listened to the dog. Like, it's running around this way. Let's go over here. All right, it's back over here. Let's go the other way. We were sheep being herded to God knows where. No destination. I wasn't like, I got to pee. We got to get water. I'm hungry. Let's go see this. Just walking. It ended. Just thanks for coming out. That was the show. Kate Trinata, the man, just walking. Don't know where we're going. Walking across the field. Don't know where anything is. The sun's down. Phone's off. Fucking no. Just walking. I was a human sheep. Kind of liberating though. Kind of liberating to be a sheep. I get it now. I understand. Like, you never hear stories about a farmer's sheep got off the land and ate somebody's lawn. You never hear stories like that. If I was a sheep, dude, where do I got to be? People just tell me where to go. I kind of just wander around. If I get hungry, I can get some food. If I'm thirsty, there'll be some water there. Kind of a nice life. I don't blame it. You got the warm fur on you. It's like a nice coat. I don't blame you. Now, it might be a little difficult in the 95-degree heat if you're the sheep with the heavy coat. Then I could, shear me. Somebody shear me. But it wasn't bad, dude. It wasn't bad being a sheep for a couple days. It wasn't bad at all. Just aimlessly. Not a thought in the mind. Nowhere to be. Nothing I got to do. No destination. No goals. No plans. Just, this is where I am right now. Maybe it's where I'll be in 5 minutes. Maybe I'll be over there. I'm not hungry right now. Maybe I will be in 20 minutes. Maybe I'll go get a burrito. It was nice. It was nice. But Coachella, dude, what a spectacle. I mean, this is one of the first, I don't know, theory's not the right word, but first, I don't know what to call it, like a Nick Bradley trademark sign, rule of life or statement of life. Going on a bender may be harder than being a Navy SEAL. I swear to God. I swear to God. It's all of the same principles. Like going on a bender at a music festival, it's the same exact like methods and ideologies as a Navy SEAL. Mind over matter. You don't need food. You're not as thirsty as you think you are. Sleep, not real. You don't need clothes. You don't need contact with the outside world. Whenever you think you got to stop, you don't. You can keep going. Right when you wake up the next day and you're ready to tap out, fuck that. You can do it again. And after the second day, now you got to tap out. Fuck that. You can do it again. And after the third day, 3 nights of drinking, 3 nights of partying, staying up late, eating shit, barely eating at all. You can do it a fourth time. You don't think you can, but you can. It's unreal, dude. It's unreal going on a bender. Try going on a bender in the desert. You wake up at 8 a.m. and it's 90 degrees outside. You're sitting in shade, barely wearing any clothes at all, just sweating. I'm just sending water, sitting in a camping chair, delirious as fuck, just sweat streaming down my armpits. It's disgusting. There's no doubt about it, but my God, does it test you? A bender in the desert? I know the SEALs have their methods. I know they've got the things that they do that proven, it seems that they're pretty successful. Hey, if you're a Navy SEAL officer and you're listening to this, whoever formulates the training program, you're running out of ideas. Like, let's throw a wrench in the plans. Like, let's give them something new. The internet's real. They can go on and see what they got to go through. Let's give them something else here. Throw in sending them to the desert for a 4-day music festival. Throw that in there, where all they got to eat is Cheez-Its and an apple every once in a while, where you're carrying around 1 12-ounce water and that's got to last you forever. Throw them in. You don't sleep. There's no such thing as air conditioning. You've got a couple friends. If you lose them, you're on your fucking own. Throw them in there. Throw them in there for a little test, huh? Right when you think, hey, this isn't so bad. Hey, I knew you were gonna drown me and resuscitate me. You didn't fucking know I was gonna put you in Palm Springs and make you party for 4 days, did ya? You didn't know that was on the docket. Welcome to the SEALs, pal. The bell's right over there. Challenging. We've had the bender conversation, though. I've talked about how difficult it is. I stand by it. This reaffirmed it, if anything. I don't know. Maybe I was slipping. Like it had been so long that I did a Thursday through Sunday, including Sunday night, just partying. It's been so long since I did that. Maybe I kind of forgot, or I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to go. I'm with my friends. There's music. We're in a beautiful place. What do you mean? I can buy food if I need to. Like, it'll be fine, dude. It's not going to be hard. What do you mean it's going to be hard? Wrong. I got back and felt like I fought a fucking war. I really did. Like that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just recovery. I got home from work and I'm sitting there like, I don't know if I could outsmart a potato in a game of chess right now. All I want to do is sleep. Not sure that the sleep's even helping. I just want to lay and like fucking spoon out my brain, spoon out the Greek yogurt that's occupying my skull. That's all I wanted to do. Forgot what that was like. Forgot how difficult it is. If that's how I felt after 4 days of fun and excitement and a pretty like novel, not once in a lifetime, but rare thing like Coachella, a music festival, what was it like? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, you go 12 rounds with somebody. You get punched in the fucking face. Millions of people are watching you on TV, trained for weeks and weeks in advance, getting your brain just battered around. What is that recovery like? Dude, if I was KO'd for 3 days after a party, was Mike Tyson in a fucking coma for like a month? How did that show go? I'd love to know, because it had to be brutal. Dude, it had to be rough, man. Coachella was cool, though. It lives up to the hype. I gotta say it. I'm sure there's people out there who hate it. I mean, there's people who hate fucking everything. That we talked about this on here before. Mr. Beast goes around curing blind people for YouTube videos, and people are like, "That's bullshit. He's only curing you because it grows his YouTube channel." I'm sitting there like, 99.9% of famous social media people like tell jokes or post pictures of them in the bikini. This guy is actually being Jesus. This dude's doing shit Jesus may or may not have even done. And people still run to the comments like, fuck, this guy stinks. He just wants to grow his YouTube. What? People are hating on that. You can bet your ass people hate on Coachella. I haven't seen them or met too many of them, but I'm sure they're out there. It's the world we live in today. Let me tell you, as someone who was there, first timer, never been to Lala in Chicago. I've been to Faster Horses a couple times. I've been to a couple smaller like hip hop house music festivals out here in California. Nothing close to the scale of Coachella. It lives up to the hype. It's a good fucking time. I mean, dude, think about the idea for a second. First off, Palm Springs, Indio, California, where they do it, It's a fake place. Yes, it's way too hot during the day. It's way too fucking hot during the day, which makes me appreciate Michigan a little bit. I was sitting there waking up in the morning like, it's kind of crazy that people, myself included, talk shit about the winters in Michigan. I'll give me the winter where I can go inside and be warm or put clothes on and be warm every day of the week over waking up in hell. It's quite ironic actually because it's paradise, but it's fucking hell. 8 a.m., dude. The sun peaks over the mountain. You're burning in your tent. I'm under like 6 layers of shade, sweating in a tent, mattress deflated, no blankets, no clothes, sweating, dude. It's fucking nasty. Your tent feels like you hotboxed it even though you haven't smoked anything. Ugh, crazy, crazy to me that people live in the desert outside of the winter months. I don't know how you do it. I know the winter sucks in Michigan. I know it's miserable. There's ways out, dude. I don't know how you live in the desert in the summer months. It's bananas. But anyways, I digress. Outside of it being hot as balls from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, they decided, whoever invented Coachella decided, you know what? Let's make a music festival and put it in just a surreal place. It's surrounded by mountains. The little basin that you're in, it's flat. It's green grass everywhere. There's never a cloud. The sun sets every night. The sky turns yellow, blue, green, pink, orange, purple. Every color on the rainbow. The sky's just going. The mountains are glowing. There's sculptures. The palm trees are lit up. It's the most like beautiful, like magical, fake place I've ever been. The setting, right off the rip, unreal. And I know there's other music festivals that they do in crazy ass places. I'm sure all of them are sweet. I'm sure all of them are. The smaller ones I've been to, I went to one in Palm Springs last year that was just hotels. You're just bouncing around hotels and pool parties. I was sitting there going, this is fucking wild. This is a crazy concept. Went to another in San Diego, just a small little park on the water in San Diego, going, this is nuts, dude. Look at there's palm trees in the sun setting and this guy's playing music. That's crazy. They're all pretty cool. India, where they do like it's a fake place. And then you move on to the fact, just like the music, they go all out. Biggest names in the world, biggest headliners in the world. No matter what kind of music you like, you can find it. I guess outside of like country, but they had rock, there's rap, there's R&B, there's hip hop, there's electronic, there's I don't know, like just vocalists, like beautiful people who I don't know, like what do you call Adele? Like just beautiful voice music. I don't know what you call that, but they have that too. They've got everything. Everything. You get to see all kinds of shit. Saw Bad Bunny, dude. He was unreal. I'm not even the biggest Bad Bunny stan. Now I am. No, he was unreal. You get to see Kate Trinata, this guy who's just a magician, creating noises on his computer. Metro Boomin, bringing out Future, bringing out The Weeknd, bringing out 21 Savage. Like, you get to see a little bit of everything. It's fucking cool. It's a cool experience. I'd never been to a music festival where they're like, hey, you like this? We got you. You like that? We got you. You like the other thing? We got you too. I've never been anywhere like that. I've been to a country festival. I've been to an electronic festival. I've never been to we fucking take it, eat it, shove it down your do it now. Never been to anything like that. Very cool. Very fun. It's sick too because it brings in all together. Like when you go to Faster Horses in Michigan, you kind of know who's going to be there. You kind of know who's going to be there. There's going to be a bunch of 20-year-old kids who are just blacking out, and then there's going to be the rest of the people. You go to a house festival, you kind of know the crowd. Coachella, it's people there for Bad Bunny. This person's there for the Gorillas. They're there for fucking Kate Trinata, like whatever it is. There's all kinds of people. It's very cool. It's like a diverse crowd. Everybody's from different places. We came from San Francisco. I grew up in Michigan. We're from Colorado. You're meeting all kinds of people from all different places. Everybody dresses nice is another cool thing. Like I get there, it's a double-edged sword because on one hand, which I'll give you this, like the influencer, take the photo for the Instagram is definitely real and walking around. I wouldn't say I'm not a phone guy because I fucking love Twitter and I'm doing this and I make videos for fun. I yell at my phone for fun. So I wouldn't say I'm not a phone guy. I'm not a huge, take this photo of me so I can be cool. Take this photo of me and like I'll pose and look as sweet as I fucking can. Yeah, I like to take photos because I like to sit alone on my couch, maybe or maybe not, often edible, and scroll through and be like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, that, ha, ha, ha. Oh, that was a good one too. Whoa, look at that. I like to do that on my own. I like to sit there and go like, remember how fun this was? Look at guys. Look at all these fun photos. But you get the people who are like, I'm going to get like 100 followers from this. Oh, I might get the blue check after this photo. Like you get that. You're walking through the grounds and there's people just taking photos everywhere like for minutes on end. You're like, dude, I swear to God, I've seen his thumb tap the screen 50 times. Are you sure you still need? Can I walk through? Are you sure you need more? He's gonna get arthritis if you need more photos. I think it's probably okay. Yeah, that exists. Yeah, that exists, but it's part of the deal. It is what it is. But outside of that, dude, and like the pro to that, everyone dresses nice. Faster horses, you just throw on whatever the fuck. The other ones I've been to, the hotel one, it's Palm Springs. Everyone's wearing swimsuits. The San Diego one, it gets a little chilly. I'm wearing like a hoodie. Yeah, people are dressed nicer. But Coachella, it's like part of the thing. Like, look sweet. Throw together an outfit. And the best part is you can go a bunch of different ways. You can do the I'm going to look sick as fuck. You can do the I'm going to cosplay like a desert demon or whatever the fuck. Like, there's people looking like there's a new Star Wars movie coming out that they have an audition for. And you got the people who are going, look, dude, I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts and you can fuck yourself if you don't like it. And then you've got the people who look nice, but it's also like a joke. Like one of the days, everything I wore was orange. I thought it looked kind of sweet. I mean, everything's matching, but it's funny. I'm just dressed in all orange. I got an orange bucket hat. I look like a clown, but it kind of works, and it flies at Coachella. It flies at Coachella. It's kind of cool, though. You know that feeling of you don't like to get dressed up if you got to go into class to present. You don't want to put the tie on for the interview. Like, yeah, ugh, I got to wear a fucking tie. It's annoying. But when you're at a wedding and you and all your buddies are together and you're about to have a time, getting dressed up's kind of fun. Everybody comes in for the pregame. You're all looking nice. The ladies look nice. Everybody's excited. There's a little added energy because everybody went all out. And it's kind of like, yeah, I look fucking good. Like, that's kind of a fun thing. Not all the time, but every once in a while. It was like that at a music festival. Like, everybody's got these thought out outfits. Everybody's trying to look good. Everybody does look good. And you kind of, everybody's walking together. You're going in and you look around like, damn, dude. We look fucking sweet. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what psychologically about it gets me going. Cause I'm not like, damn, dude. My friends look fucking good. It's not like that. It's not like that. But we're taking some pulls. Everybody's chatting. We're listening to some music. The energy level is just rising. And there's just a little bump, a little bit of a spike when it's like, and we all look cool. Like we got cool outfits on. It's fucking awesome, dude. It's something about it just fires you up a little bit more. And then you go in and you're like, oh shit, look at that guy's outfit. Oh, she looks nice. Oh, that guy, that's a cool hat he's got on. Oh, I like the way her outfit looks. Like it's kind of a nice, I don't know. It's like a nice energy boost. And then the music. Music's a good time. Live music, good fucking time. Dancing, bro. Dancing. Have you guys been dancing lately? It's a good time. Now, if you're under the age of 21, you may need to muffle your ears here. Performance enhancing drugs do help. But dancing is a good time, bro. Live music is a fun time. And you can go dancing, like you can go to the bar, you can go to the nightclub, all that shit exists in everyday life. Something about doing it outdoors where you're on the grass, you see the sun setting, there's mountains in the background. They've got these like glowing sculptures. Palm trees are purple and green and blue. There's music everywhere. The stages themselves are like art pieces. Like the Sahara tent, you may know it, the big like half circle. You walk up and you're going, this thing's fucking cool. I don't know why. I don't know what about it makes it cool, but it is. I like being here. I like being near it. I like when I can see it. It makes me happier. The Do Lab, like it looks like something out of Halo. I don't even know how to describe it. It's all these like tent canopy things that make like a little shell. You're looking around going, what is this thing? I don't really know, but I do know that I like it. Makes me want to dance. Makes me want to talk to some strangers. Like, it just adds to all of it. And last but not least, I'll tell you what, dude, house music. Fun time. Fun time. Wasn't into it. Moved out here a year and a half ago. Wasn't into it. I had a couple friends who would listen to it, so if I'm with them, fine. Like, I like all music. I'll listen to pretty much anything anybody puts on. Won't complain. Fine. And I listen to some electronic, like the mainstream shit. Calvin Harris, Martin Garrix, David Guetta, like super, super mainstream. I'll listen to that. I got a few of those in my phone. Absolutely. I'll throw it on in the car. But like house music, the never ending wormhole that is house music, it's a good time. It's party music. And I get why people don't like it because it is, for the most part, it's like, I get that. There's certainly different genres. Like there's the disco, there's the techno, there's the super like dubstep, there's the more frilly, fun, Fred again type stuff where you're like, woo. I get it though. And I get the stigma, like rave culture. I understand it. I get it. But the music itself in a setting like that, dude, it's party music. There's just music playing all day and you can't help but move. You at least a little bit. You don't need to be fucking breaking it down using every bone in your body, but it's impossible not to have a little like just a little wiggle, a little head nod, even tap the foot. It's that episode of The Office. Angela's at least tapping the foot. It's the least you can do. It's inevitable. You're just sitting there like, this is kind of nice, dude. This is kind of nice. And the other thing I love about it, when you go to other concerts, like more traditional stuff, hip hop and all that, there's lyrics, people sing along. Like it's fun because you know the words and you get to belt it out when the weekend says, hey there, lonely girl. You get to join them and it's fucking powerful and that's unreal as well. But house, it's more instrumental. There's not as much lyricism. And even when there is, people don't really know the words. So it's like a social thing. Like if I'm sitting there talking to you, we're not missing your favorite part. We're not missing the best fucking the chorus or whatever. There's just music and we're hanging out. It's like background music, but it's also what you're there for. And then they throw in the lights. Like you don't get crazy lights and shit at country shows. There's lasers and lights and visuals and you're just sitting there going, this whole thing is nuts. This whole thing is nuts. That was my biggest takeaway. I mean, I love dancing. I love being in in that setting. I love the music. I love discovering more music. I love going to see live music and then leaving and being like, damn, that shit rules. I want more. I want to do that again. I'm glad I went. Like, even if I go and I'm not really a huge fan, and then I leave and I'm like, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I'm obsessed with it. I need more of it. I fucking love that feeling. Dude, the lasers, the whole spectacle was the biggest takeaway. You see some of these shows like Fisher and Chris Lake, they've got tens of thousands of people just having the times of their lives, chatting, dancing, moving, laughing, smiling. There's visuals, but not overwhelming. Like you don't feel like you're missing anything if you turn around and talk to your buddy. And it's just like this grand production. And you look around and it's all these people collected in this crazy place just listening to this thing. It's like a mind. I'm aware of how much of a high thought this is, by the way. This is maybe the highest of thoughts, but I love high thoughts like this. Thinking about this stuff, I fall asleep thinking about like, that was so fucking cool how that happened. That's so cool that someone had that idea. It's so sick that people went through all that work to put it together. It was like inspiring, dude. I'm sitting at these shows going, this is nuts. This is nuts that this exists. Like they built a spectacle for people to come and see it and just be blown away by it. Like there's nothing like it. And to be at something, like I said, I've been at other shows and festivals, but to be there at that scale with the people and the production and the headliners, fucking wild, inspiring. Like it made me, I'm sitting in the crowd going like, I want to do this. I want to give people, like I want to give an experience to people like this. And for the time being, I'm sitting running my mouth on the internet, which isn't quite the same, but it made me like, how? How do I want in? I want a piece of the action. It's fucking electric. Quick break. We'll talk about the biggest woe. Here's the problem with Coachella. And by problem with Coachella, I mean the problem with me. Similar to when I go visit my friends in new cities, um, it just always makes me want to do it. I go to Austin, Texas. I'm like, dude, this would be a cool place to live. I go to Denver. I'm like, this would be a sick fucking place to live, huh? I go to Chicago. I should really live here one day. I go to Coachella and I leave and I'm like, should I fucking be a DJ, dude? Should I make music, bro? This seems like the life. These guys, they show up to sweet parties and just play music and they're dancing back there, drinking, they're hanging out, like hugging people behind. I'm like, these guys live the fucking life. I don't know shit about music. Played clarinet for a few years, was damn good at it, but I phased into bass clarinet, and nobody who's good at music does that, you know? Nobody who's a prodigy says, let me go from the instrument that plays all the good parts, all the melodies, to the low, fucking quiet thing that just plays the background bass so everybody else knows what they have to do. Nobody who's a music prodigy downgrades from clarinet to a bass clarinet. I don't know how to arrange music. I can't play the piano. I don't know the difference between an A flat and an E sharp. I don't know if an A flat's even real. I don't know if that's a musical note. I may have made that up. I just put a letter and then sharp or flat next to it. But it had me thinking. It had me thinking, dude, every single time. Every time. I watch a comedy special and I'm like, fuck, I got to do stand up. Damn, that seems fun. I see someone funny on the internet. I'm like, this would be so sick. This would be, these guys talk about sports and get paid for it. This guy makes funny videos and gets paid for it. These guys just have a podcast. They sit around and crack jokes about current events or whatever the hell, and they get paid. That seems so fun. I make a new t-shirt design, or I see someone else's, and I'm like, damn, that'd be sick. I really hope the second string takes off. I hope I can start, like, my living comes from making clothes. That'd be so sweet, dude. Making cool designs, shit people wear is so fun. Seeing that finished product gets my rocks off. Every time I could go have a meal, and I'd be like, I got to start cooking. I got to learn. I got to become a chef. I have to be the head chef at Carbone in New York. I have to. That's all I want to do now. Every time I go do something, every time I could go to a Chuck E. Cheese and have the time of my life and be like, how the fuck do I build an arcade? Where do I buy Pac-Man? How do I get the space? What do I call it? Ducky D's? I don't know. But every time I go do something and I have a great experience, I leave and I'm like, yeah, I should for sure do that. I don't know anything about it. I should do that though. Part of me is like, what about making music? What about if I come home from work every day? Yeah, I'll always talk sports. Yeah, I'll always make the videos making jokes and talking shit. But what if for like hour, 2 hours a night, I mess around, I watch some YouTube tutorials, I try to make a couple songs. We'll see what happens. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I don't need it to take off right away. But what if wouldn't hurt to try. Don't know shit about music. I don't know anything. I don't know what sounds good. I know what sounds good. I don't know how to make it sound good. World has enough DJs too, right? World probably has enough people making podcasts. World probably has enough people who make TikToks about goldfish having cocaine in them. World's got enough people making t-shirts. World's got enough people doing a lot of things. But God damn it, I can't help it. God damn it, I can't help it. I go to a place. I live in California now. I go outside after work and I'm like, this place is so cool. There's mountains, there's water, there's wildlife. It doesn't get cold, doesn't snow. This is so cool. Everyone's hot. This is so cool. But then I go home to Michigan and I go up north for a weekend. And then the next weekend I'm in Detroit and I'm like, dude, I fucking love Michigan. This place rules. How do I get a spot in both places? And then I go visit my buddy in Chicago and I'm like, I'll never forgive myself if I don't live in Chicago while I'm in my 20s. I just won't. I'll never get over it. So I need a place in Michigan. I need another one in California. And then I need a third in Chicago. And then I go spend a weekend in Austin, Texas, and I'm like, this place fucking rules, bro. Okay, 4 houses. That's all it is. I just need 4 houses. Nothing crazy. Everything. Everything. It's actually my biggest problem or affliction or flawed personality trait. Every time I see something new that's cool, I'm immediately like, how, what, I gotta forget the podcast. Let's make music. Forget the music, dude. Let's write a script for a movie. I watched Django Unchained for the 50th time. I'm like, I could be a writer. Why don't I? Why don't I start writing a movie? I got no ideas. I don't know what I would make a movie about, but I should start doing it anyways because that thing ruled and I want to do that. Everything. I go out in nature. I go to Joshua Tree for a weekend and I'm like, fuck music. Fuck the internet. I don't need a podcast. I don't need a job. I'm going to just go live in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to go live in the wilderness. I love being outside. I love nature. Every time I do something new, I become obsessed with it for like a week. It's a problem. It's a problem. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know, like, do they make medicine for not becoming obsessed with everything that you do for the first time? Because I need to try it. I'll be the guinea pig. I'll tell you if it works. Give me the medicine. Send me to Boston. I've never been there. I'll come back and I'll let you know if it worked or not. If I want to live there, you got to try again. If I don't, you got a good product. I don't know what it is. I just watched the movie Blow this weekend, and I'm sitting there going, I need to start doing. I'm just kidding. I fooled you. That didn't make me want to do cocaine. I'm just kidding, guys. It did make me want to sell it, though. It did make me want to sell it. I'm sitting there going, wait a second. Johnny Depp's making this much money a day, hanging out at the beach, giving people bags of weed, and I'm clocking in for 40 hours a week and making peanuts. I got a friend who speaks Spanish. I could figure out a couple things. Dark web can't be that hard to access, right? It's everything, dude. It's every single thing. What's funny, some of these I haven't had I should do that, but a lot of, like, there was a point in my life during COVID, all I was doing each night was taking an edible and watching a movie. There was a point where I was legitimately waking up each day like, I should just like start to write a movie. I don't know anything about writing. I don't know anything about movies. I don't know how to make a movie. I'm very bad, as you can tell if you're watching this on YouTube, at production, at editing, at videography. That's not my forte. My forte is more so thinking of what I think are kind of funny things, talking about whatever it is. That's more my forte. I think I'm pretty good at the shirts. I think I'm pretty good at designing, making art, if you will, cool designs. I think I'm decent at that. There's one that I thought one day, hey, I should do that, and I did it, and I think I'm all right at it, and I'm still doing it, which is cool. Podcasting was another. I had a long stretch where I'd wake up every day going, I should make a podcast. I don't know why, but I feel like I should. I feel like I got some shit to say. I'm not going to solve anybody's problems or change anything. But it'd be fun to sit in front of a microphone for a half hour every day and make jokes or talk about the Lions. That'd be kind of cool. I'd be down with that. I started doing it. I'm still doing it. I think I'm okay at it. I'm not really sure. It's been a couple years. Barstool hasn't picked me up yet. I still have another job, so it's not that great. It's not going that great. The music thing was real. I left Coachella going, I'm Googling at work the next Tuesday. I'm Googling at work. How long does it take to learn to make music? How long does it take to learn to become a DJ? How hard is it to make house music? I'm legit Google searches that I'm like, oh shit. 10,000 hour rule? I've heard of that. 1 hour a day, 3 years. There's your 10,000 hours. I think I could do that. What? Wait a second. What if I do 2 hours a day? I could learn in a year and a half? That's not, whoa, hold on. What if I do 3 hours a day? I could learn in like a year? That's, what? All right, then I'll make fucking music. I don't care. Everything, bro. It's like a blessing and a curse. I kind of like it because I like being interested in stuff. I like seeing cool shit. and having that like flicker of inspiration to go, oh, that'd be fun to try. That'd be cool to do. I like trying new things. I think it's good as well. I don't know, to figure out what you like, to try things. Maybe that one thing is your passion and you don't know it yet because you never tried it. I do like that. But then at the same time, I'm sitting there going, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to try and do a comedy podcast. I'm going to try and do a sports podcast. I'm going to try and make t shirts, run a little bit of a clothing brand, and I'm going to try to make music. And I'm going to work out because I don't like feeling like shit. And I like hanging out with my friends. So I'm going to do that sometimes. And I got to pay rent. So I'm going to have a job. Probably got to pick one or two, but maybe no more than three. You would think there's only 24 hours in a day. It's a tough setup. It's a tough setup. And my worst fear is being like 45 and going, fuck, I should have tried this. Or fuck, why didn't I do that? Fuck, why didn't I ever try this thing? And I don't have that thing. Like, even though I like doing the pods, I like making the clothes, I like doing the TikToks, I like talking sports, I like making jokes about random shit. I don't have that thing that I wake up every day. I'm not the Undertaker where I go, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this today. This is all I care about. I went to sleep thinking about this. I woke up thinking about this, and it's been the same way for 5 years. I don't have anything like that. The last time I had something like that, I was 18 playing Call of Duty, and I was sick at it. It worked. I would wake up every day. All I fucking cared about was playing Call of Duty. All I cared about was calling in the Harrier, then the chopper gunner, and then the nuke. That's all I cared about. I went to sleep like, I get to wake up tomorrow, which means I get to play more Black Ops. Yes. I haven't had anything like that since I was addicted to Call of Duty, dude. Now I play a video game. I'm sitting there going, I haven't turned my PlayStation on in 3 months. I'm going to sit down and play GTA all night. I play for a half hour and I'm like, now I know I was 3 months. I don't care. I'm bored. I don't want to do this. I'm going to put on a movie or, I don't know, go walk outside, do something. I don't want to do this. Is boring. I don't care. It's tough. I still like doing the pods. I still like making the shirts, but I don't wake up every day like, how do I make the YouTube channel better? How do I make funnier jokes on the podcast? How do I make my product better for the Detroiter? How do I grow so Barstool hires me? How do I get bigger so I can quit my job? That I don't wake up like, what the hell do I do? You listen to a lot of these other people like musicians, or Mr. Beast is a big one, who guy's the biggest hacker of all time for YouTube. He wasn't even like, I wanted to make interesting content or I wanted to tell this story. He goes, yeah, I wanted to figure out how to like build a massive YouTube channel. So I studied algorithms and data and analytics every day for 10 years. I'm like, what? Said I would wake up, study 13 hours, go to bed, wake up, study YouTube 13 hours, go to bed, wake up, study YouTube 12 hours. It was Christmas, go to bed. I'm like, I don't have that. I like talking about MSU and the Lions. I like doing this and talking about what I did at Coachella and making jokes and talking about how I'm obsessed and whatever. I don't wake up going, I need to figure out how to grow. I need to figure out how to be funnier. I need to figure out how to write funnier material. I need to figure out how to make funny TikToks. Dude, stand up sounds awesome. I love watching stand up. I've had a million days where I'm at some point throughout the day, I'm like, that'd be fun to try. I feel like I'd be okay at it. I love making people laugh. In real life, that's the tough thing about this. Like, I think I can be funny. I think I'm fairly funny. I don't know. But I don't, if anybody's laughing right now or if anybody's laughed at all today, I haven't heard you laugh once. A little unfulfilled, a little sad. It's a hole in my chest. When I'm with my friends or I'm with people, making them laugh, I'm like, fuck yeah. I say something stupid and they laugh and I'm like, oh, this is the best. Stand up would be cool. You say something, they laugh right there and you're like, whoa, that was cool. That was fun. Let's do it again. Let me tell this next joke. Whoa, they like that one too. This is great. You go home. How do I get, I'm going to write funny stuff. I'm going to do more funny things. I'm going to think of other jokes. I'm going to make this joke I have even better. So many things. So many things, dude. That was the problem with Coachella. Went in there, I like listening to music, love listening to music. Went in there, never even considered. Oh, I should try to make music. I left and I'm like, 3 years isn't that long of a time to learn. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dude. It's an affliction. Anyways, that's all I got. That's all I got. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I don't know. Haven't thought of a topic yet. Maybe it'll come to me throughout the day. Hope you have a great weekend. If I don't reappear on this feed, subscribe to the YouTube. Follow along. We got both the Detroiter and the Have Fun Club on there. I'm going to try to fucking boots on the ground, brick to the pavement, water to the well, whatever else you could say with this. I'm going to try to get this podcast, this feed in gear a little bit more. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate everybody who listens, who shares, who buys the t-shirts, comments, whatever it is. You know, if you're a supporter, you know you're a supporter. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll either talk to you tomorrow or next week.